Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 15th to the 21st. This is for Pisces and Pisces rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Pisces. This is the big week of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, but before we even get there, one thing I want to remind you is that the eclipse that we had on April 8th, the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries, it's a cycle. So remember that it happened on that day, but you're going to be feeling it. It's this new portal, new cycle that's happening for you right now. All right. So you're going to feel it. Eclipses happen in 19-year cycles, but this one you're going to feel for it again, many months. All right. So it was in your second house of not only salary, income, finances, but also self-worth and self-value. So keep that in mind because it is something that I talk about a little. I did a live stream that I'll leave at the end of this video, but I talk more about that eclipse, but you'll still feel the, effects of the eclipse long after. Now, the other thing is that we still have Mars in your sign. So we have Mars, Saturn, and Neptune in your sign this week. It's got to be very interesting for you, and I really want you to feel that you're probably asking a lot of big questions. You're probably really tapping into your spirituality. As you know, Pisces is a very spiritual sign, very, a lot of like reflective, healing energy. I love, Pisces is my secret crush. Pisces is my secret crush, but even still, I want you to really hone in on that. Mars's energy, a lot of energy. Use that energy. Use that Mars energy toward your spirituality, toward your intuition. Chiron was right on top of that eclipse. So still a lot of healing energy this month anyway. All right. So I really love that for you. And Mars is going to move into Aries next week when Mercury goes direct next week. Wow. Mars is in its domicile. All right. Mars is moving into Aries. So even though, again, remember I said all that energy, that eclipse in Aries, Venus in Aries, everything that was happening in Aries, the North Node in Aries, and your second house of income, money, salary, you're still going to feel it for a lot because Mars is now moving into Aries and Mars is fiery. All right. So just keep that in mind. But just, Mercury is retrograde. So take some time to reassess things, reevaluate things when it comes to finances as well. Now, the big thing is you could actually be very busy the first half of the week. You could have some focus on health, fitness, and wellness as well because the moon will be in Leo Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is, I love the moon in Leo. But Leo does rule your sixth house of everyday activities, routines, even projects that you may be working on. But it is also health and fitness. So those are some things that could be themes for you for the first half of the week because all the major aspects happen over the weekend. So keep that in mind. Now we get to the weekend on Friday, April 19th, where the sun moves into Taurus. We officially move into Taurus season. This is going to be really, really big. Taurus is such a grounded sign. It's such a grounded and it's very earthbound. And when I say earthbound, take it literally. Taurus has a huge connotation to nature. And so you may find a lot of comfort in nature for the next few weeks, more than normal. It's going to be a good time to, again, a lot of healing, a lot of reflective energy, but also like feeling comfort, finding stability, thinking about your path forward and the stability that you can build toward that. All right. Those are things that Taurus is known for. And you're really going to feel this money energy because Taurus is also a finance sign. So remember, you, out of all the signs, have a lot of activity with finances. Because the South Node's in Libra all year in your 8th house of shared resources, other people's money. You've got a lot going on with money. You got a lot of, especially thinking about a lot of, finances right now. Now, the other thing is the reason why this is such a big day on the 19th is not because the sun is entering Taurus, but the sun is entering Taurus with a bang. Mercury and Venus are conjuncting. And so conjunctions are very powerful aspects. They have this charge about them. Don't forget, Mercury and Venus are both in Aries, your second house of money, of salary, income. So you could have some conversations, around this time. I want you to be very social around this time too, because it could boost your self-confidence, okay? Remember, the second house is confidence. It's, self-worth and value. Even material possessions could be a thing around this time as well. But on this day, with Mercury conjuncting Venus, Mercury, the planet of communication, Venus, a very social, planet. Be social. Be very social. It's a time where you could feel, very charming. You could feel that you could find other people very charming as well. And you could also, it's a time to gather people. There could be some gatherings. You might find a lot of joy in gatherings around this time. So keep that in mind. I love Mercury conjuncting Venus. Very mediator energy too. If that's what you're seeking, okay? A lot of fairness that this brings. Now, the other reason why this is such a big day is because Mars in your sign is sextiling Jupiter and Uranus. So let me repeat that. Mars is in your sign, sextiling Jupiter and Uranus. So wow. Okay. So Mars being in your sign, that's your first house. So it's identity. It's who you are. It's the role that you play in this world. Now it's sextiling Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter, and these harmonious aspects. Jupiter, planet of good fortune, luck, prosperity, expansion, profit, wisdom, faith. And then you've got Uranus, breakthroughs, surprises, the unexpected. Uranus is very forward thinking, very future forward. So wow. Is this an optimistic day? Oh yeah. Is this a day where you're going to feel wildly ambitious? Oh yeah. This is all about you. You could have breakthroughs this day, personal breakthroughs. Even Mars, sextiling Uranus alone, really good time and you may even find yourself, breaking patterns that you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It's a really, really, really great time that I want you to take advantage of this day. It's very stimulating, especially, it's Mars in your sign with Mercury conjunct Venus. Come on, that's big. So yeah, could you expect unexpected opportunities? Of course. And the reason why is because not only is that happening that day, but now we're on Saturday, April 20th, the day of Jupiter conjuncting Uranus. Wow, Pisces. So this is so rare. Okay, let me tell you how rare this is. Jupiter conjuncting Uranus and Taurus hasn't happened in 84 years. We're talking May 1941. This is how rare this aspect is, okay? Jupiter and Uranus do conjunct every 13, 14 years in a different sign, all right? So the fact that they do this every 14 years already shows that it's rare. If there's an aspect that happens once a decade, this is rare. Very, very rare. Now, Uranus and Jupiter, now joined with the Sun, are in Taurus that rules your third house. Communication. Will you likely have some big breakthrough in communication, conversation, anything that has to do with writing, researching? Yeah, big time. What about siblings? Yes. Aunts, uncles, cousins? Yep. Neighbors? Yes. Short distance travel? Yes. You could have some unexpected opportunity that comes up around this time. Regarding short distance travel, it could be, remember, Jupiter Uranus, this is a cycle within itself as well. All right. Remember, every 13, 14 years. So you could find yourself being in a situation where now you're traveling short distances. Okay. Maybe you're doing a longer commute to your dream job because you love it. Now you got time to read that book. What book are you reading? But even still, it's going to be a surprising aspect. So you never know what to expect around this time, but it is going to be in your third house of communication and siblings and, neighbors and short distance travel, and knowledge. A lot of, third house is like gaining knowledge, learning new things. So I absolutely love this for you. This aspect is, actually, I want you to think about, remember how I said it's every, 13, 14 years tops, right? Think about January 2011. Think about what happened for you around that time when Jupiter and Uranus conjuncted. Now, that time they conjuncted in Aries. So there could have been something really big around money around that time. So you can trace things back, okay, to some of these certain aspects. But remember, it was in a different sign. It was in Aries, but Aries does rule your second house of money. And again, if you are not here for money, if you are Rihanna watching this video and you're like, listen, I got enough, I got some of that. Tell me something else, Jimmy. Well, again, self-worth and that self-value, even material possessions. There could have been something that you got. But either way, this is, and when I talk about May 1941, that was to the exact degree. All right. I'll probably do a separate video on this, but it's a lot of freedom around this aspect. I love this aspect. Uranus loves freedom, right? And it can range from anything from you having this major epiphany to having this major milestone happen in your life. It could be this big awakening that you have. It could be you breaking the mold, breaking the glass ceiling. This is going to be a big day. Now, what I want you to know is that, remember, this is the peak charge of this aspect. Jupiter and Uranus have been slow dancing behind the scenes for quite some time. You're feeling it now. You're feeling it now, okay? You're going to be feeling it weeks after, all right? You're going to be feeling it weeks after. It's just this date, April 20th, is when, think about Dirty Dancing, right? The end of the movie when Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze, they nailed that dance. They did it in front of an audience. Everyone cheered. That's April 20th. But, they were practicing behind the scenes. They were dancing. They were flirting. They were doing their thing behind the scenes for some time until that moment. And I'm sure they were still doing things afterward too. But even still, you get what I'm saying here. You get what I'm saying. But just know that the other thing about this aspect, and remember, it's happening in Taurus, the finance sign. Okay. But so just keep that in mind. But there is the one thing that I want to mention is, so Uranus is also the rebellious. Remember, Uranus likes its freedom. Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So has that rebellious energy. Think of James Dean, very classic Aquarian. All right. So there is a side to this aspect where it could be this rebellious energy too, but think of it as like a liberating energy. Remember that freedom, that freeness. It is going to be, remember, Jupiter's at play here. Remember what I said, Jupiter is faith. So having faith in whatever happens for you, because remember, this is just kicking off this cycle, moving into May, the best and luckiest month of 2024. All right. So again, anything can happen this day. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the day after, on Sunday, on the 21st, April 21st, this is when the sun is going to square Pluto. And so squares are challenging. And this is happening just the day after. Pluto is the planet that asks, are you going to fear me or are you going to own me? Right. And so there could be a little bit of a squeeze that you feel around this day. And this squeeze, honestly, looking at what's happening, it could be something that may be you having to go really deep on this even psychological level, right? Even this even metaphysical level, because Pluto is in your 12th house of the subconscious and you are the native ruler of the 12th house. So I don't even see this being as I feel like this is like, water off a duck's back for you. But just remember to stay authentic, stay in touch with your intuition, okay? And really feel that empowerment energy that Pluto does bring, all right? There's gonna be a little squeeze. And, next week, Venus will square Pluto. And that you're gonna be feeling this, and you probably have been feeling this Pluto energy all month. Because remember, April 6th, Venus sextiled Pluto. And so you see Pluto has been very active this month. And, again, that's your 12th house, the subconscious, and, really, really going deep. And you've possibly been thinking about really big shifts that you want to make in your life and doing a lot of healing as well. So with that said, Pisces, let's get to it. Let's get started. See what's going on for you for April 15th to the 21st. This is for Pisces and Pisces rising. If you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. But let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Pisces, for April 15th to the 21st. Pisces, I do a traditional called to cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Pisces, you know I love you. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a really great month. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of changes that are happening this month, and I am doing this reading during Mercury retrograde, so I would not be surprised if I accidentally call you like Pisces, or you get what I'm saying. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. Yep, you are definitely this is gonna be a week. This is gonna be a week. Remember, that Sun and Taurus energy, all that stability energy, finding comfort in stability, that's gonna be a big theme for you now. Okay, money is gonna be a big theme for you now. All right, so let's do it. Let's get started. You got the Emperor. Great. Hold on to that energy. Hold on to that energy. The Emperor, divine masculine. This is mastery of self as well. This is power. This is true power. This is wisdom. This is feeling protected. This is the Emperor. This is the Emperor. All right. So really love this energy for you. As you know, like I said, well, the Emperor came in your recent past. And remember, it just came after that new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. The Emperor is Aries. You even see the symbol of Aries all over his throne here. But you also see he's got the orb in his hand representing the world. He's got the world in his hand. He's got the Egyptian Ankh in his other hand. It's his driving life force. This is someone, his Emperor's robe is red for passion and power. Hold on to that energy. Hold on to that energy. You're coming into a lot of power. You could be also becoming more of an authority too. And in a sense, there is a sense of the Emperor, like, he's not only the ruler of his destiny, he's also the ruler of his, kingdom and society. So really like laying down the laws. So whether it's, even family, remember there's family stuff happening for you, but communication is a big thing. Okay. So, being that leader for other people. But this is really great. Also, really, really, are y'all writing a book? Are y'all writing a book or just something with a website? There's writing stuff. That's happening for you. So, and in fact, when you think about the Emperor, authority, right? That's what he's known for. Now, trace that word back to its etymological root, autorite, author, okay? So being the author of your own story now, having the power to do that. All right. So this is really great. I absolutely love that for you. Go straight to the Knight of Pentacles. Amazing. Knight of Pentacles. This is the biggest field in tarot, by the way. And so it seems like that you may have already planted some seeds. And now you're good. It's that stability. He's planted seeds. He's sowed his seeds. He's going to reap his rewards. Doesn't matter how long it takes because he's in it for the long haul. This is building that energy for the long haul, that commitment energy. Okay. This is someone who, he's going to take his time. You see his horse is, just right there. Okay. Knights are all active though. They still take action. He's taken that action, but it's also like, again, reaping your rewards, but that stability energy as in like all these great things have come in or they're coming in this week. And now I'm going to make sure that it just grows and grows and grows and grows. Everything that I've planted is really, and Pentacles, money and wealth, right? Here's the other thing. Pentacles, like I said, your physical reality. So it could be something like a relationship too. It could be something, even looking at your entire spread here, the Emperor is like the dad of tarot, the parental figure. So there could even be something there with again, you do have that family energy, but there could be something there with family, home. There could even be a sense of you growing into your power and you're holding on to that power. And it's bringing this wealth into your life and you're really going to feel it. And it could be relationships. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Okay. Virgo does rule your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And that can be career. That can be love and romance and whatnot. You did get the Sun. You got the Sun in your challenge area though. Okay. So I want you to really, really be open-minded this week. And I want you to really feel the sunlight shining on you. Okay. Just feel that warmth and that abundance. Feel it, because when the sun is coming up in your challenge area, the sun in tarot, I don't know if you've ever gotten a tarot reading, the sun is the biggest yes. It's in your challenge area. So there could be something that about you that you have to overcome, or you have to do some, like I said, that deep going within, right? Even psychologically, metaphysically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is. Spend some time there, okay? Spend some time there to really, really, really reevaluate things, reassess things, especially with Mercury retrograde, all right? I want you to take that time. There could be something new that, this thing that that's happening in your life that you're seeking stability for. I want you to be very present for it, okay? I want you to be very present for it, and I want you to let others in too. You have these two swords, but well, okay, before I even get there, you got the Queen of Cups in your crown. I love this. You know that I love it. I mean, if you're a subscriber, you know this. The Queen of Cups is one of very, very few cards in tarot that have the color purple, violet. You look at her throne, right? And so the reason why that's such a big deal is because violet has the shortest wavelength. Therefore, it has the highest output of energy. That's why the crown chakra is purple, right? Or violet, or however you want to say. And it's the Queen of Cups is in your crown. All right. So really, really does well with you. Okay. Really does well with you. Queens, water, cups, water. This is double water here. Okay. And you being a water sign. But this is someone who has so much love to give, so much self-love too. Son, you know the phrase, what is it? You gotta love, you can't love no one else unless you love yourself. So that love, that deep love comes from loving yourself first. All right. But this is really great because so much emotional intelligence with the Queen of Cups, so much emotion, right? But this loving, radiating emotion. And I think that that's something that you're seeking, okay, this week. And I really want you to see, and you know, it's that divine awareness up here. And remember, you have Pluto in your 12th house. So feel that empowerment, but also open yourself to that warmth that I was talking about earlier. Now, okay, so you have the Eight of Swords and you have the Ten of Swords. Here's the thing, okay? Eight of Swords in the root of your spread. The Eight of Swords is attributed to Gemini, right? So is the Ten of Swords. Now, Gemini does rule your 4th house of home, of, you know, of domestic matters, real estate, parents, children, things like that. Things of significant others. So there could be something here where that's possibly, as we move into May, when Jupiter moves into May, I want you to look forward to it, because what that means is Jupiter is going to be in Gemini for an entire year. Gemini, again, representing your 4th house. Therefore, out of all the signs from May and for an entire year, May 2024 to May 2025, you will have the most luck when it comes to home matters, when it comes to domestic matters. So keep that in mind. But it seems like there may be something that is I feel like some of y'all may need to, you may be spending a lot of time over analyzing things, but it's almost like there is light at the end of the tunnel, because the Ten of Swords, it is the end, all right? And it's in your future. 10 is the end. 10 is the end of the suit. 10 is the end of the suit. 1-0 equals 1, new beginning. This is the card of new dawn. Those dark clouds are actually clearing, all right, for the sun to come through. I want you to let that sun come through. Vitality, okay? Vitality, growth, even like, remember, you have the sun in your challenge area. So feel that radiance, okay? But inside you, I want you to feel it inside you. I want you to feel that abundance, and I really want you to open up your heart this week, because with the Eight of Swords here, there could be a sense of you where it is going to be a little bit of, maybe this card, we call it the self-victim card. Remember, I said sun squaring Pluto, okay? Pluto being in your 12th house is subconscious, so the 12th house is also self-sabotage. So there could be a part of you that, with that square, remember there's that squeeze, facing your truths and feeling empowered, not powerless, empowered. being comfortable enough to take off that blindfold. You see her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants, okay? And so, again, there may be something where it's just, you may be in a place where you need this connection, this mind, body, spirit connection. But this is a really big week. This is a really big week of change. And it really is a matter of, you're going to have to face your truth, because if you're not facing your truths, it's going to be hard to let that light in. Okay. The good news is, well, I'll even clarify the Ten of Swords for you. Yeah, there you go, the Knight of Swords. Very interesting. So yeah, partnerships and relationships really could be something that you're thinking about, whether, again, career or love. But what I was going to say, the interesting thing is that once you complete this cycle with the Ten of Swords, remember, the card of New Dawn, you don't ever have to go through those experiences again, the things that have been maybe taking up too much headspace, okay? Maybe even over analyzing things, or maybe even feeling that you can't go, really, really being hard on yourself too. Now, you can see the man's hand gesture is the same as the Hierophant. So it is blessings, but you have to learn from all the things that may have been challenging for you, especially up here. Okay. You have to learn from them. All right. Because it's all about, growing from it, learning from it, and, evolving, becoming a better version of yourself. And once you learn, you never have to go through those experiences again. You complete that cycle. And then boom, you got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, by the way, is Pisces. I love this for you. Now, the Knight of Cups in your future, once you can get past that, there may be some things that, again, healing that you may have to do this week. Once you get past that, oh my goodness, you got the Knight of Cups waiting for you, the Knight in Shining Armor, the Mr. Romance. This is really great, okay? This is really nice. So again, that partnership, relationship activity, especially with these two Knights, I want you to take action. Knights are active, but this is also like imagination, creativity. So if you felt that you were maybe even stunted in that area this week, or I don't think you would have been, but it's more about facing your truth. It is you being back in the zone is what it is. The other thing is, if you're not here for partnerships, relationships, all he wants to do is be content. All he wants to do is be emotionally fulfilled. But in order to be emotionally fulfilled, he needs that change. Okay? He's seeking that change. All right? So keep that in mind. There is that sense of that's exactly what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going toward things that emotionally fulfill you. Okay? The cups are emotions and love and relationships, but also intuition, wonderment. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Pisces. Wow. This has been a week this is going to be a week. It's going to be a week, and a lot of signs are getting very different messages. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me. You got all these planets in your planet. Okay, I think I said that last time. And I love you. All right. So, oh my gosh. Oh my diddly days. You are good. You're really good. You're going to be fine. All right. You're going to be absolutely fine. Actually, just let that light in, let that sunlight in. You got the Five of Wands. All right. So, very interesting. You are going through this, almost like a tug of war. Maybe this week there could be a little bit of like, it's such a big week. Okay. So I'm not surprised. And pretty much every sign's got like really intense readings, but this is just saying, hey, listen, just tap into that empowerment energy. This is a challenge card. All right. But take a really close look. It's just 5 kids swinging their wands in the air. So remember, Sun squaring Pluto, there's that ego energy there. This is just egos at play. So as long as you trust your intuition, be, very diplomatic. If you don't see you're not seeing eye to eye with people, you're going to be fine. You're going to be cool. Work with those energies. But again, the bigger message is it's coming up as in the conflicts up here for y'all, okay? It could be like with a lot of some of your passions, but even work-related matters. But this is just such a big week for you. This is a big week for you because you got the Hanged Man as well. Very interesting. It's the Hanged Man is attributed to Neptune, which is in your sign, right? And so the Hanged Man is someone who is ready for transformation. You see all this enlightenment. You see the halo around his head, the smile on his face. He's ready to have this spiritual transformation as well. In order to have this transformation, you've got to let things go. You've got to let things go. You've got to make that sacrifice and that surrender for the things that you do not want to bring in this next cycle that's happening for you. Okay. But it looks like you are going to have this transformation. And it looks like there's going to be someone almost that's could be part of your journey that is quite possible here. Quite possible here. You know, the Hanged Man being associated with Neptune makes this like gives more of that Pisces energy following the Knight of Cups. Now, you've got strength, all right? So you're going to be fine. Just keep holding on to that empowerment energy, that, you know, confident energy, just really that courage. Tap into it now, that inner courage that comes from heart, okay? So remember, opening up your heart, having that, and it's what you want anyway, but it is these infinite possibilities that can happen when you have that strength. Okay. So wherever you find that source of strength, tap into that energy this week and you are going to feel so empowered, so in the zone, because wow, what are the chances you got the world and your final outcome? So this change that I'm talking about is going to be really big because you know you're going through it. And if you saw your last week's reading, you know you got the world and your final outcome as well. So really big, the world, the end of the major arcana is the end of this journey, starting this new cycle. In fact, the world, you see that it's again, last of the major arcanas, you see the dancing figure, you know, celebrating, right? Just think about your journey, the hero's journey. You've made it to the end. You made it to the end. Things are ending. You're starting this new beginning because dancing within the wreath, the garland shaped as a zero, referencing the Fool, kicking off a new fool's journey. I mean, you know that things are changing. You're good. Things are definitely gonna, you know, you're in this place where things are moving forward for you. And a lot of it's going to be spiritually. A lot of it's going to also be things that bring you this sense of stability as well, but it seems like you're just going to be in the zone. I mean, I love the fact that you got two knights, but you also got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. But just you know, really tap into your heart chakra. Okay. Really tap into your heart chakra. And don't doubt yourself. All right. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the power that you have, especially with these two swords. But it seems like you will be able to overcome it. Just remember to learn from any challenges that you may experience so you never have to go through them again. But it seems like you are ready and part of this big transformation that's about to happen in your life. This is just really crazy, you know, because also remember I said that Neptune, the Hanged Man, Neptune in Pisces, while the world is attributed to Saturn. Saturn is in your sign. So another Pisces card. You have the Knight of Cups here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, Pisces, thanks so much for tuning in. You've got a big world of change happening. Your life is changing, but you've got the Knight of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. So really seeking that, you know, stability, especially if you are here for money and finances and whatnot, financial stability. But wow, these two Knights, I love it. There is likely something coming that's going to emotionally fulfill you, and there could be someone else involved with that. So with that said, Pisces, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. And next week we will talk about that really big full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so something is coming to culmination. I did hit my face with a mic. I'm gonna let you go. That's my sign. All right, so thanks so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.